Hello friends, welcome to Prefacts Corner Series discussion. Today is 3rd June 2020, where we will discuss on Kohala Hydropower Project, Clade A3I, Deepsang Plain, Changhua Community, Science, Technology and Innovation Policy, Banana COVID, and Amalta's Tree. Our first important article is on Kohala Hydropower Project. So what is the issue? Recently, China will be setting up a Kohala hydropower project in Pakistan occupied Kashmir under the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor. The China-Pakistan Economic Corridor is a part of One Belt, One Road, which intended to improve infrastructure within Pakistan for better trade with China and to further integrate the countries of the region. The One Belt, One Road has two main components. The first is the land-based belt and next is the maritime Silk Road. The aims to connect the East Asian Economic Region with the European Economic Circle and runs across the continents of Asia, Europe and Africa. So about the project, the Kohala hydropower project will be built on the Jhelum River. India has opposed the move on the grounds that the entire territory of the Union Territories of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh are integral and inalienable parts of India. Earlier, India had also objected to the construction of the Daima Bhasa Dam in the Gilgit-Baltistan region of the Pakistan, that is Pakistan occupied Kashmir. Next important article is Clade A3I. Recently, the scientists from the Center for Cellular and Molecular Biology and the Institute of Genomics and Integrative Biology of the CSIR, that is Council of Scientific and Industrial Research Laboratories, have identified a coronavirus type, that is A3I, that may be the second most prevalent in India and may comprise 3.5% of the genomes globally. The scientists analyzed 213 genomes and found that 62% of them were A2A, making it the most dominant coronavirus clade in India. So what is a clade? A clade is nothing but a strain of the virus. It is a taxonomic group of organisms that are classified together on the basis of homologous features that are traced to a common ancestor. This particular genetic difference, named clade IA3I, was found in 41% of genome sequences done on the virus collected from the Indian patients. Globally, only 3.5% of all the genome sequences done on this virus has this particular trait. The newly identified A3I or clade comprised 41%, making it the second most common coronavirus type in India. The Indian Council of Medical Research had so far maintained that there are three principal variants in India of the SARS-CoV-2 virus, those that came from Wuhan, the US and the Europe via air travelers. With the new clade, there are 11 SARS-CoV-2 types identified globally, with at least 6 of them identified in India. The A2I type, once it took root, became the dominant clade in Telangana and also Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra and Delhi. So clade A3I is basically a type of COVID-19, that is coronavirus. Our next important article is on Deepsang Plain. Recently, reports of a heavy Chinese presence at Deepsang, an area at a crucial dip on the line of actual control, have increased tensions between Indian and Chinese troops. In addition to that, there are at this point more than 4 areas where Indian and China soldiers are locked in the standoff, including at the Galwan River Valley, Pangong So Lake and Nakula, while several other points on the line of actual control have been significantly larger Indian and Chinese troop presence. So what is Deepsang Plain? The Ipsang Plain is one of the few places in the western sector where light armor vehicles would have ease of maneuver, so any Chinese buildup there is a cause for concern. India controls the western portion of the plains as part of Ladakh, whereas the eastern portion is a part of the Aksai Chin region, which is controlled by China and claimed by India. The buildup invokes memories of both the 1962 war, when Chinese troops had occupied all of the Dipsang plains. Next important article is on Changhua Community. The Chinese army's intrusion in Chumar and Damchok since January has left Ladakh's nomadic herding Changhua community cut off from large parts of summer pastures. So, who are Changhua tribes? They are semi-nomadic Tibetan people mainly found in the Changtang in Ladakh and in Jammu and Kashmir. The homeland, a high altitude plateau known as the Changtang, which forms a portion of western and northern Tibet extending into southeastern Ladakh. The Changpa of Ladakh are high altitude pastoralists raising mainly yaks and goats. The Changpas rear the highly pedigreed and prized Changra goats that yield the rare Pashima fiber. So, what is Changtangi or Pashima goat? It is a breed of goat inhabiting the plateaus in Tibet, Nepal, parts of Burma, and neighboring areas of Ladakh and Jammu and Kashmir, which is also known as the Changtangi or Changra. They are raised for ultra fine Kashmiri wool, also known as Pasmina ones woven. These goats are formally domesticated and are reared by nomadic communities called the Changpa in the Changtang region of Greater Ladakh. About Pashmina wool. Pashmina wool is a fine type of Kashmiri wool. The textiles made from it were first woven in Kashmir. Often shawls called samina are made from this material in Kashmir and Nepal. The Bureau of Indian Standards had published an Indian standard for identification, marking, and labeling of Pashmina products. It is accorded geographical indication tag. Our next important article is on Science, Technology and Innovation Policy 2020. The Office of the Principal Scientific Advisor to the Government of India and the Department of Science and Technology have jointly initiated a decentralized, bottom-up and inclusive process for the formulation of a new National Science, Technology and Innovation Policy 2020. As the crisis changes the world, the new policy, with its decentralized manner of formation, will reorient STI in terms of priorities, sector focus, the way research is done, and technologies are developed and deployed for large socio-economic welfare. The Science, Technology and Innovation Policy formulation process is organized into four highly interlinked tracks. Track 1 involves an extensive public and expert consultation process. Track 2 comprises experts-driven thematic consultations. Track 3 involves consultations with ministries and states, whereas Track 4 consultation with institutional leadership, industry bodies, global partners, and interministerial and interstate consultations represented at the highest tables are being carried out. Next important article is on banana Cuvee. Recently, a novel fungus strain called Fusarium wilt TR4 is devastating banana plantations across the globe. According to the Food and Agriculture Organization, TR4 is one of the most destructive of all plant diseases. So, what is TR4? The strain tropical race 4 was first identified in Taiwan and has jumped from Asia to the Middle East and Africa, reaching as far as Latin America. It cripples plantations by first attacking the leaves, which turn yellow from their trailing edges before wilting away. There is no effective remedy yet. The tropical race 4 has infected the most commonly sold variety, the one you most likely have for breakfast, Grand Nain, a curvy yellow fruit. One could say it is the COVID-19 of the plant world. Hotspots have been found in Bihar and Uttar Pradesh, which we are trying to contain. India produces 27 million tons of banana annually and grows about 100 named cultivars. Ecuador, the largest exporter, is currently the epicenter, and scientists have not been able to ascertain how tropical race 4 entered India. The Indian Council of Agriculture Research is advocating a set of measures known as biopriming. Our last important article is on Amalta stream. Recently, the Amaltas of Indian Laburnum is a spot of sunshine on already sunny days. The tree is native to Southeast Asia, which is one of the most widespread trees in India and Southeast Asia, with a presence both in cities as well as in moist and dry forest. It has drooping clusters of bright, fragrant yellow flowers with 5 petals and characteristic cylindrical fruits. It is known by so many names: Indian laburnum, golden sour, pugging fistula, pudding pipe tree, girmala, rasbrick, alas, kyar, kirwara, ali, showing us how common and loved it is. It is both the national tree and the national flower of Thailand, and is also the state flower of Kerala. The tree is mostly known to be ornamental, and few know of its benefits as a medical plant. The bark is used to make dye, and the pulp in the fruit pod also serves as a strong positive agent, which also helps animals that feed on it. A medicinal preparation with the roots of the tree is used to cure leprosy and skin diseases, and the leaves are used to get rid ulcers in traditional medicine. Thank you for watching.